In the West Penn recording room, we use the first two mic inputs, all four headphone outputs. The line inputs are not used. The microphones connect to the Scarlett interface, which then connects to Pro Tools. Make sure the power is on the Scarlett. Mic input 1 connects to channel 3. Mic input 2 connects to channel 4. Engage the phantom power. The pad control would be used if the source is very loud. Alt, mute, and dim should not be engaged. The talkback button allows you to speak to the recording room headphones. The monitor control adjusts the level of the speakers in the control room. These level controls are for the headphone jacks on the front of the Scarlett. They're usually not used. The Rain headphone amp will send audio to as many as 4 headphones in the recording room. The level for each headphone is controlled by the corresponding volume control. The master volume controls the overall output level of the headphone amplifier. Make sure you have the power switch engaged. For Foley and ADR, download these files from the Cinema Department Canvas page. They may also be available on the Canvas page for your sound class. Before opening Pro Tools, double-click on the Focusrite file that you downloaded. This opens the Focusrite Control app. You can immediately close it once it opens. Open Pro Tools and then open the 213 ADR Foley template. The template prompts you to create a new session. Name and use the standard settings. Be sure to save this session to your hard drive. If you get this I/O settings dialog, just click OK. Once you're in Pro Tools, you need to verify the playback engine. Go to Setup Playback Engine. Make sure the playback engine is set to the Scarlett USB. Be aware that in the template, all faders are down, so you need to bring up the faders for the tracks you would like to hear. The template has a reference video track, reference audio track, which comes from the video, a beep track, and 24 audio tracks for recording. You can add to these if you need to. All tracks in the template are set to input 3, which is connected to input 1 from the recording room. If you're using mic input 2 from the recording room, switch the input for the track from input 3 to input 4. When using 2 mics at once, one track can be set to input 3 and the other to input 4. This is useful when you're doing ADR with shotgun and a lav. Be sure to name the track before recording. The files recorded will have the name that you gave to the track. With inputs you can get levels. Make sure to put the tracks into record to get levels. Command = brings up the mix window. If you look at the mix window, the main faders control what's heard in the control room. The small faders control what the headphones in the recording room hear. If you don't see the small faders, go to View, Expanded Sends, and make sure Send A is checked. When a track is in record, you will hear the live mic when Pro Tools is stopped, the live mic when Pro Tools is recording. You won't hear the live mic when Pro Tools is not recording. In this case, the record button on the track will be flashing. By pressing the input button at all times, you will only hear the live mic, stopped, playing, or recording. This is useful for rehearsals. Note that to use input mode, the record button for a track does not need to be engaged. Keep in mind, if you are in input mode, you will not be able to hear any clips on a track.